Mm. Wow. All right, you guys. Hi, everyone. This is Professor Bree. I'm going to go ahead and just do our peer report. This is for LinkedIn to show people what's going on in their industries and help them get a better sense of what they should be doing moving forward in HR, planning, public policy and effect, right, as well as internal, strategizing, and supply chain and resource abatement and relevancy, which is all what you should be thinking about right now in your field. All this AI is happening. That's over. I was there too. I created that as well. Okay. So let's keep going. And I have a few RFP reports for you guys. There will be more tutorials, but I think I'm going to just put them on LinkedIn. Sorry, YouTube. People can pay me for the class. If you want the link, you can pay for it. Like individual downloads, because I'm done putting my work online if you can play with. There's something I'm going to do to be able to like zip up my work. I just need to put it on LinkedIn and you may have to like join my LinkedIn group and whatnot. We'll see. I am going into a place where I'm going to be revamping every single last platform that is out here on the planet. All the PayPal, Venmo, whatever that we still do need to use, Uber, all that type of stuff. We've come good ways because on the other side, working, seeing them starting shit and then stealing stuff in space, then forcing us in space and our indigenous bodies to go and work there and do their work. For me, I can say that never happened. That's what the war is now because they exhausted all options, right? Because they can never play with our federation. They just try to go to other people, play with here, play with metal here, play with portal functions, which is what the internet is. It's a big ass portal being ran in space by a bunch of retarded assholes who are unfortunately indigenous but banished, no melanin, who want to go play games with Cyborg and Interclankle, which I'll talk about later, and create all this nonsense because they couldn't get what this digital reality is and this coding is, which is where you ultimately get when you're just balancing your mind. But they wanted to do GRI, which is low vibrational nonsense, playing with Wakatazi, wow, right? Psychedelics and nonsense at the same time. And then, oh, priestess, and getting all this information and access and knowledge and insight and ears. And that's why my ears are long. And for rabbits, the funny thing is the equivalent of ears being long is like degrees and knowledge, but also it's like thickness too. And like, body shape with the dewlap. There's a lot. If you're not a rabbit, I can't really tell you what that looks like. I am part rabbit. And Black people say, you got your rabbit ass mind. Like things like that is so interesting. But let me show you people that have been dying and what they've been doing in your hood. So first, I told you that it's been going by industry. The first industry that was impacted, first, let me post this on LinkedIn, just real quick, and let people know that I am doing this tutorial right now. Great. RIP reports. We're going to start doing this weekly, monthly. I guess since you're so stupid and fucking delusional playing with me like that, playing with my money, thinking I'm going to be like doing sex work for white men that want to play with the computer. So fucking delusional. You're so fucking ignorant by lying and starting shit and orchestrating a bunch of bullshit all at once and trying to hide it with chemicals and feeding people human meat. You're delusional. So now let's make LinkedIn now, right? Like Magmar, after you put on psychedelics. Now let's turn LinkedIn into World Star Hip Hop, since that's what this is right now. Let me start it, because only I can do it. Everything. What do you want to know? Divinating and exposing, reading out emails, getting them sent to you, all of it. Let's start it on LinkedIn, since that's what this place is now. And that is just a business model. It's a public health model. It's called enforcement and rectification. I feel like there needs to be more of that. And if you are one, please let me know and just stand up, right? Like we say in the hood. When your home country goes. Let's go. Let's go. I'm good with my friends. I don't need a man. Oh, that's Lizzo. Okay, where is LinkedIn? Okay, let me post my post. Ooh, your Clunkla major, Cyborgia Clunkla. Wow, wow, wow. okay? At 5:37 p.m. on May 18th, it's over. Okay. So let me go here. And once again, you got yourself wrapped up in drama. Sending request. Seeking scan functions being impacted by 3 or 4 Boolean loops. Put it on this server, put it on this server, only this people can get it, only that people can get it. We'll program it before it gets online. So they don't say that we stopped it, that we just started a bunch of bullshit, which I'll just reverse onto you and shadow ban white men permanently on the internet. Good. And then in the office, because I just tie you together. He's over there. I'm over there too. This magic is over there too. And so is that demon. Right? So now let's continue. Okay. So let's look at the real estate industry is now getting hit because they made everyone homeless on purpose in order to traffic them and their children, right? And start a bunch of bullshit, bringing drama to people's residences and nonsense. He's in Ontario. Stealing people's homes and houses, give the whole family Chiong, just kill them off. They say that they got some weird surgery or they all like went to Asia or something like that, or back to Africa or back to wherever, whatever, taking their houses. So that's the industry that's getting hit right now. You're going to see it here. And the people that had their hand in it and playing games, right? Okay. He's first. Bob Pedler or Bob Pedo, right? Okay. In real estate. Okay. This guy right here was involved too. He's going to come up as well. This is for the car industry. That also. Rhonda Flores as well. Clipped, clapped, and smacked out playing games with the whole cartel in Florida. It's 3 right here and then 7 at the end. Okay, great. Keep on looking into that number and why they were casting magic with it. I'll be famous again, a football player. Maybe I can get casted and drafted. Yeah, after killing 128 women and then having so many young girls in sex work because of how they dismantled all the programs and all the social programs and Section 8 and etc. That these girls are not in the development programs that funded them to go out and play games, get people killed, get money, go home, do threesomes with white men and do a bunch of nonsense just to spite them and show and expose them. Thank you. This woman here died as well from Amrock. Thank you, Dorian from Amrock in Detroit, that destabilized the whole entire Detroit, Chicago area too, just being messy. I thought, well, maybe we were more than friends. Hanifi and very messy, Hanifi Borgia for sure. Very ridiculous. Yeah, she was clipped and clapped and smacked out. She definitely was killed for what she did in Detroit that destabilized the entire community. People, they're just playing with people. You upload us to virtual reality after stealing our whole hood. Wait, hold on, are you stupid? Whole bunch of stuff. Yep, him, David McCullen. Yep. He's the executive at Experian. Yeah, executive at Experian. It's like the CEO. The Experian and TransFax and Credit Union, they're all the same company, changing people's credit unions and credit scores and things like that so that they can go ahead and then say, oh, you can't compete in the financial market after changing it behind everyone's back, casting Hello Chemicals as well online, erasing all documentation and shit like that, and then going ahead and doing it. And people found all of it. And then that's why they got hit up. They started a lot of drama with that because people didn't know that they can get their thank you. Because people didn't know. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Yeah, yeah. And sitting in offices with several people, policies moving all back and forth. So we'll really regulate her culture and her energy and whatever the hell. I wouldn't even call it that. It's not even like please regulate your sciences and your work and your speech and stuff like that so you can use it like this now on the planet. And well, if we can't get involved, then you can't. Like they're gonna have to suffer and be followed from apartment to apartment because he's in Atlanta and have hella drama and chaos going on and have people kids missing in droves and shit like that, then them ending up homeless overnight. Like how can I get another apartment? I make really good money. My credit score was higher. It wasn't 437, it was like a 737. Not knowing that the credit system changed and they put a bunch of bullshit on your credit too. And then on top of that, starting hella drama, putting stuff out of proportion, and then, oh, now you guys end up homeless. Now all your kids are missing. Hi, just give me your kid. Kicking her in the fucking face and she's sleeping. What the fuck are you doing trying to get your kid back from me? That's what they were doing. That's why they're dead. Good. Very, very, very good. I think this is a great thing for people to see because people need to know that you would just leave this planet playing like that, just period. I can attest to that too. I've been involved in the removal as well. Thank you. So this man also has left now in Australia, right? Cyborgian, Day Nichols, mating his children, Irklankla Major, right? Unfortunately, the same thing here. right? Mating in Cyborgia and their Clonklet, been playing with Hanifi, playing games all through Australia and New Zealand, dismantling all of the native people on their land and their homes, setting all of Australia on fire, being involved in nonsense and chaos, playing with that dream machine. Let's see where they have their farms and their food first. See if we can like grow there, steal all their farms or enslave them on the farm, get their food there. They have social media, whatever. No one will believe them. They'll just think she's like the stupid black bitch in virtual reality, the nigger bitch. Yeah, that's what they have. Like, oh, like their titles, oh, fat fucking nigger bitch, and then they scream it all night, and then rotate it all through everyone's building and units and apartments, and people's kids are missing everywhere. And then now coming into this part of LA because they can't live in those luxury buildings now because there's been hella crazy ass enforcement, especially with the fire that was cast across the street from a Netflix at a luxury building in LA, and somebody's car was destroyed, and somebody got hit with a plank that had nails through it in the head, and they're not playing in these streets because of this nonsense, right? And now they can't live there because Cyborgia or Clankla living there for like 2 years. Oh, we just, yeah, feeding the whole building Cheong and starting shit, putting hella water, nonsense in the water supply, finding out that the person that's supposed to live there is dead, paying off their account, doing a bunch of nonsense, causing a bunch of chaos and drama. Cyborgia and your Clankla. That's what they call them. It's not like an African or indigenous word. That's what they call their own federation. It's just like unanimous, like how you just call me melanated. Right, it's like a biological classification. Right, because of DNA tampering called CRISPR, where they're playing in the computer and like go upload that child and get their blood here and do this there and look at their blood scan there and their DNA scan and getting the pictures of your codons and just putting magic on it. That's why some people don't show their face online or have their birthday online. Spell work. Right. Now this Hanifi, how did this all get started too? Brockton niggas with Irani Bobe playing games with poor people's movement, starting hella stuff, getting Mario Franco set up and starting a bunch of bullshit and drama and nonsense, running her mouth in and out of tech. That's why she can't find a job. All their companies dismantled with Alexi Butler, who's also Hanifi. This lady was playing games out there. Young, I think she's still young, like 50-something years old, wearing tight-ass pants and shorts and dresses, talking about some, oh, I help families that they were victims of murder in their unit. Like old people that their brother or sons or whatever died. We have a spawn stuff like that, fucking on all these young little boys, getting them to go out, shoot and kill, and starting a bunch of bullshit and drama, dismantling everyone's community. Oh, you can go down there to those projects, that caseworker died, or this and that, starting a bunch of bullshit and drama, causing hella chaos, trafficking people's kids. She got shot in the head, then it's over. So let's go. So yeah, good. Garth Sanders, too. You guys did not know that Elon Musk as well. He got subpoenaed too. I had my hand in it as well. I put spell work on that damn case. Every single document came out as well. He said, how did this get started? This is inadmissible evidence. It was teleported. She wrote like a 58-page book, which is going all around this. She's like one of the greatest scholars. You're playing with her money. You're starting hella shit. When people try to help her, you attack them, you kidnap them, you rape children, and start a bunch of bullshit. You're causing hella fucking drama with spy magic and hacking and Boolean loops and doing way too fucking much. And then when stuff starts coming out and things start amping up, you want to talk about teleporting because you got exposed. But look at this book when she was telling you that was simple tarot cards, you got exposed for several murders, and it was true because of the archetypes and the connecting to the planets and everyone's chart involved. Okay, thank you so much. Please get out of my space. Please arrest him. Done for and clipped and clapped out and smacked out, period. Okay, Garth Sanders playing with Lawford Goddard, who's really Larry Hoover, playing from space. I'm from Jamaica. Yeah, running their mouth. Black Infant Health and Alameda County. Yes, mental health and ABSI and Lawford Goddard and what the fuck his name is, Wade Nobles and Joy DeGru, and all getting disaccredited and caught up and slapped in their face and shootings and drama at cookouts and stuff you won't even believe is happening. But it's like Kanye West said, the silent movie with that song with Dirk, and Chicago's going to come up in a minute with this nonsense and these Cyborgia summits and this Clankla conference. I told you it's over. Stop playing with me for real. The more I don't get my money and my checks and you guys are starting this, the more people are going to start to get more wind of your Clankla Cyborgia. So by the time I say it, I have nothing to prove, they will just see it instantly. You don't want that with Hanifi Borgia because people are going to see it in these days. Hanifi playing games in space, harems of women doing way too fucking much, Gregory Isaacs music all up and down, drinking and champagne and everyone's plantains and cocoa butter and ginger beer and doing way too fucking much and starting shit. He died playing games with plane systems, helping Drake and them rob everybody out there in the islands, starting hella shit, helping Adam Zwicker and Elon Musk move people's bodies and people's kids and starting a bunch of shit with that Jeffrey Epstein kids, which is what I'm about to bring up right now with Kimberly Iverson. Thank you, Kim Iverson. Yeah, she's a high priestess. Yep, she thinks she has a rabbit too. Yep, she has a maid as well, but she will go toe to toe with you too. Yep, we're gonna be working in the streets together. Yep, that was us. That's 64,000 jumpsuits as well. Yep, she's gonna get jumped as well. Yep, I knocked her tooth out as well. Yep, I don't care as well. I was there too. Thank you. So now, and whoa, right, with that Komodo, because you guys really started something magic in space, and then you see the Jaguar. She talks and she did magic on everyone in India so badly over that nonsense. So many people died, scores and scores and scores and scores and scores died. She cleaned out 1.9 million people from the planet with rye, period. Right. Elon Musk subpoenaed in Jeffrey Epstein banking case. Elon Musk documents subpoenaed. Elon Musk subpoenaed after playing with Neuralink as well. That's how he got exposed. Interfacing with the brain. And then like it's gonna be on the computer and the screen. Why would you do that when you would just like see it here, when you stop blasting chemicals in the sky and just leave? Oh, we don't, yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, right. All day, like it's cute. It's not fucking cute. It's very disgusting and delusional, and several people are dying because of it. Clap and smacked out, period. Huh? Yeah, that's what they want. Playing games in people's ear. I have videos. I have like this little pen I bought from Amazon. It has a camera on it and a light, and I could see videos in my ear, big ass welts and bleeding and swelling. I went to USC Medical Center. I asked to go there after calling the police on the hospital down the street that was doing that, where now three families in the street are complaining about their kids going missing. And the bodies are in the backyard and it's smelling. And MS-13 is tagging up the whole block every day to remind them that East LA is still here, but in a different way. There's something else that's going to come out between that whole thing. For those of you guys who know. And now all this bullshit is coming up. I got my blood drawn 8 times. I said, I want this. I want a heavy metal blood panel. I also want to see about my metabolism too, because your metabolism will tell you if you're having to process heavy metals that are foreign to the body. I also want to get this specific type of enzyme test. I want to see if these 2 enzymes are here. That means that my muscles are rapidly deteriorating. And that means that there's a specific chemical in a myelin sheath that covers your nervous system that's being tampered with in order to bind etheric technology. AKA inflaming your nervous system, getting those layers in between, which is trillions, to really just diverge into 3, and then folding in between technologies and chemicals and things like that. And if you drink this water, because we want your water supply and put bodies and shit like that, which is why there's 230 public health ordinances on my block, then you'll be in our system, in our server. Because people didn't know chemicals existed like that until you started it. Now everyone knows that like chemistry is magic. Now they're talking about Neferkapata. Yeah, now they're talking about Tuasasana. Now they're talking about Imhotep and Imhotep. And what is this about trisomies in this social media? Because I see it now with the light and everything like that and the spiral that she's saying. Now, what is this about children in the intercom? So now is it a war, or are you going to still run your mouth? Because a lot of you guys are bringing out that madras curry, bringing out those little spices and the paneer, yeah, and the naan bread and stuff like that, and the gopi parathas, but that's not enough. And the food that doesn't have chiang in it, but like always did, that's not our food anyways. Excuse me, it's called the Zorzai meal. Cook food 2 times, say 2 times, that was me. So now, whoa, right, do you want to keep on start telling the truth? Because I'm going to start bringing out more mythical beings that are going to start bringing out more and more drama, because they're not really mythical. They're just sitting right there, and you just really don't need to be on our planet. You're too messy. The few that you got, dogs, cats, and animals, right? You did way too fucking much. You ate them. Now you're coming to space to play with Appa and wait you beef. Wow, that's so vicious. That's such a vicious life to live. And you think it's like one that's legible. And you think that's one that's like, able. Or we will call it cliff label, right? Which is just basically like an old Scottish word for like, he didn't eat out of his ass today, so he may have some sense, eh? Okay, so now, actually, right after you see all that in drama, and your Clankla Major and Cyborgia Summits and Inca Borgia and Pernil Borgia, what now? What now? What now? Right? Because now I'm going to show you how they also were playing with everyone's cars. Well, they won't be able to live there either, right? Because if this black nigger bitch doesn't give us what we want, yeah, he got subpoenaed because they're playing with kids and starting shit with 21 Savage and Drake and starting too much shit with Stephanie. Well, I'm from the islands. Someone, this all came up, they thought it was like Nigeria versus like the islands, which is so stupid and like delusional and like what you call like the remnant of just a delusional thinking, not even slave thinking. A lot of people think like that in different type of arenas. It's a chemical demon that takes on different form with people that are of a specific culture. So we drama around the smart people that can destroy them permanently in social like things like popularity politics and primary socialization factors and Erickson's stage of development mixed with chemical sequences that are tiered because the octopus and her nervous system that's like very, very multidimensional, which is why you hear bitches talking about octopuses now. Because I'm going to slap the fuck out of you so badly with a sword so mighty. Let me get my Bible. Because we can do that here too. Well, let's go to war with you too, right? There is no separation in church and state. Let's get very holy. And yes, I can read Bhagavad Gita. And I'm also going to go into Hafiz today. On LinkedIn, I'll speak Arabic. Guasana is here. So let's continue. Let's start. So I want to talk about in this instance when you guys started this bullshit and this mess, because we're also talking about social work, right? And we're talking about hood transmissions and nonsense online and RIP report for the social justice field. Because it's not just tech, it's also social work, because the historical people in the medical field, all of that. So respect it when it's here. It's called code switching. So if you can't handle that, go back to playing on the computer and masturbating to other people's kids who know what you look like and can put you out in family photos and workplace photos and all kinds of shit like that, and your badge and ID. That's like replicated in 4 places playing with Cyborgia. Okay. Okay, I know about that too. I'm going to dismantle that as well. Thank you. So now let's keep on going. The book of Esther is actually very timely. Okay. Look, during the long war, I'm in Samuel's chapter 2, verse 3. Okay. It says, during the long war between the house of Saul and the house of David, who both of them were karmics, David was growing stronger and the house of Saul was becoming weaker. Sons were born to David in Hebron. The other bitches couldn't have babies. Irkonkla. His firstborn was Ammon, the one that will slay the one with the double head, right? Cyborgia, right? Because I'm man implement, I'm brother and father. Because if you're father, then who's your father and brother too? Right? Oh, okay. That's how they mix in blood and incest and nonsense and drama. By Ahinoam the Jezreelite. Whoa. His second was Chilib by Abigail, the widow of Nabal the Carmelite. The third was Absalom, son of Maacah, the daughter of King Tamalni of Geshur. How many children now are here in that one house? And now, do you see what I'm talking about with this nonsense that they put on the internet? Because how did I open the Bible? Just flip to this chapter and I just explained the story in the game that they've been playing games with Inca Borgia, Saikankla Borgia, Marshall Borgia, Hanifi Borgia, Ir Borgia, meaning he has no dick or no pussy. But he tried to have one in his mind by playing on the computer. Okay, so now is that not Panopticon or the Cyclops? So now, actually, do you want to keep on playing this game with Philip K. Dick and all these other people and Tim O'Leary, and they think that this is some like, virtual game, and yeah, it's finally here, and Marilyn Manson, and let's bring this person out of jail, and let's feed this person that person's body that was a serial killer, and let's sneak this and that in people's house and kill people off and start a bunch of bullshit and drama. Are you stupid? That's what's going on here. That is officially done. That game is over. So then they started playing with people's cars. Buzz down billions. And now, wow, right? At 1,444 likes, right? Isn't that Twin Flame? Or now, wow, and who's really queen of Brixton? And now, wow, and who's really queen of every hood? Because bitch, you are so stupid that you even let that like so fester in your mind that you had to produce it in ways that are so igravosane, aka a testament to why your pussy is broken and you shouldn't be on this planet anyways. And wow, right? So now we know her image and who's been playing games with everyone's car. Pay attention to that nonsense in Florida because everyone in Florida is missing and they're in California and have plates to prove it. Pictures. Okay. So now look at this. Top head of Harris County, Houston, Texas. All my exes live in Texas, right? Head of Harris County, Houston, Texas, Dallas. What is it called? Katy, Texas, Dallas, Texas. You know those different environments. Speaking of environments, the scripts, right? And databases and shells, and now cloning them several times with the language of Perl and Go and all these like languages that are now like coming right back up, even though they're the original alien UI, just to bring down the internet with octopus fuckery that got blasted and destroyed because how they had to bring that octopus was signaling it through a specific spiral that belongs to a specific federation. So all of this kidnap, rape, and torture and murder of very dark-skinned children and brown children, right? Mom, Oaxaca area and things like that, South America, Brazil, Bahia, to signal that octopus to come and play with this computer by mimicking and starting a bunch of bullshit. That's why everyone's kids are missing. Speaking of environments, right? What environment is recorded in? Oh, this type of environment and that type of environment. How do you like overall code an environment called portal functions? Because by creating something, if that's the case where I can continue to manipulate the environment, I must have some access to some portal where I can go in and not form. Okay. Wow. Right. So now look at this. We have the head of Harris County DA's office, Vehicular Crimes Division, to resign. Moved to private practice after getting caught with Drake and Meg Thee Stallion, lighting up all of Houston, Texas, stealing everyone's cars, and starting so many shootings and funding organ trafficking went so sinister, bitch, you ate one. That's how far it went. Because it went all around Texas. So I don't feel that bad about it, right? Oh, okay. I've heard about that as well. We all think it's a bad idea too. You'll find out who we is in a minute. So let's keep on going. Right. Body done, delusional, Hanifi from space, mating in the family, because that's also Borgia. That's Hanifi Borgia, Hanifi Klankla. You find a few Hanifi Klankla, that's been done in space. They have to bring them from space and bring their bodies down here. They want those type of versions, right? To form in nonsense. Oh, I somewhat have a womb. I somewhat have an apparatus. Like you just heard in Samuels, right? Like, what are you talking about in your one house? Yeah, they were fighting in a war, but like, I mean, they're both karmic. So then what really is at war? So anyways, is it more war over you, more air? Is it war over who's the brother, father, or father, brother, or nonsense like that? So now they go around starting hella shit. Everyone's kid's missing because of her. Well, I need a new hustle. Starting hella shit on OnlyFans, twerking. That's their hustle. And playing with everyone's housing and everything, and because they can't make more money because they kill people and start a ritual sacrifice. But it really started when they decided to come to the planet. But it really started when they played with several different people all across the planet, wherein people died unnecessarily, suffered unnecessarily, and lost unnecessarily. Now it's bringing everyone down. Good. You have no money as well. The bank have all their assets seized too. It just disappears as well. There's no more printing machine as well. I own the paper for that too. Thank you. Great. And I can show you that with a simple spell on the original money paper, or we can just like believe it, right? I've already chose my pathway as well. You're gonna have to find yours too, right? So now, well, now actually, US Auto Sales shocked when you asked to leave work as dealership abruptly closes in Southeast, right? This dealership had to close 39 dealerships across 6 states because they stole everyone's Kia, Honda, Benz, and everything else. Give me a moment as well. I have needs too. Yep. And they infiltrate, and then they go mix with them, and let's do a sex party with him. And ooh, the governor needs a few girls tonight, so shit, somebody may get sacrificed, but that's like 200 extra. Oh, okay, we'll set her up. Yep, that's what they do as well. Going to get their body done too, playing with me as well because I have a natural body and a few other women, and they started so much shit, playing games like that, cloning people's bodies and just doing stupid shit on OnlyFans and what's that thing called? OnlyFans and who Fashion Nova, playing with Jessica Biel through what's her name? Whoa. I'm so sorry. I apologize, LinkedIn. Luckily, no one really saw that. Let's keep on going as well. Keep your mind in the right place too. That's how it starts as well. That's gonna break too. They were trying to tie me in my whoa. I can't even get into it, but now you see why they've been playing with the computer like that because something's not real here. I'm gonna find this lady's photo and I'm gonna show you what they've been doing and playing games with. Yeah. Wow. That's oh, that's so like I said, if you want Negro spirituals, I got a headscarf on. Let's continue. So this nonsense, wow. I look at who does that look like? Wait, let me hold on, wait a minute. Look at her face. Wait, that's Jessica Biel. Thank you. That's Justin. I think that's Justin Timberlake's baby mama. Right. Yeah, I know him too. I spoke to him about this as well. She knows about this too. She went to war as well. They played way too many fucking games. Yvonne Strahovski, yep, she was involved too. They were playing with clones. Yep, she had a clone as well. They were going playing in and out of UCS. I'm talking about Escott, playing Serena Joy. That lady's actually really real. She plays hella games on everyone's planets and is hiding, playing with hella different indigenous kids, going and getting like photocopies of their electronic structure, aka their Ka, and replicating it with different octopus substances. And they have bodies in far off places, growing up into whole humans, but completely disconnected from their body and sometimes connected to their body, their original form in space, playing with labs. That's how they brought all that bullshit to the planet. Talking about CRISPR and in vitro and da 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 da, playing with different eggs. That's why there's a bunch of fuckery in the food and whatnot to get these kids hyped up on hormones so they can then play with ovary follicle stimulation and egg stimulation to have them early release so they can use them and play with them in the lab, making Iroquois of her. That Iroquois is a male and a female. This is a male-female thing. And then playing in her image like that. Yeah, in OnlyFans, that's what they do. They make them in space. They bring it down to the planet as well. Then they say, go on OnlyFans to go start homing and starting hell shit too in your image as well, to play with magic. So then in space and in your Akashic record, which is just like held everywhere with God, that can dictate if you can get high off certain things. All this priestess, this and cacao ceremony that they don't know what the fuck they are talking about. Those bitches are karmics. They don't even have an Akasha for that. Tell them to read that Akasha and what's the indigenous name. Their tongue is going to start twisting. In Japanese, it's called you're in the Igagadaisai, aka a specific like twist and turn in your physical body because your mouth is eating a bunch of shit and spitting it out on other people's plate, but now you want to eat clean. Wow, isn't that Sakuragatai? Meaning that's like really so explosive in my mind. Keep on speaking Japanese because that shit is lit. It really is lit. Kataisanite, right? So now they went to go and make and form in her image and play so many games. They did it to Hello Women and it's so disrespectful. And this is what they do when they start playing games with that whole playing your image and playing with Keanu Reeves online too with Clone and wow. And Keanu Reeves, man, he's a high priest as well. I was trying to figure him out too. I seen John Wick as well. I said, wow. Omari Gonchon started that as well. I was there too. So now let me show you this. A clone of Keanu Reeves running around LA, kidnapping people's kids and starting shit. Wait, what? In my image? Because he's French, he's ratchet. Yep, he knows Stephanie and them as well. Some female emailed me. She was from space. Looked just like him. You're gonna scream because she used to email me and like, oh, hi, I want love readings. Is Keanu Reeves my twin? I said he might be your twin, like twin flame. Like he might be your twin. Like you're being very little as well. I'm a Virgo too, so I was like, okay, let me look into this as well. What the fuck? That's a whole other episode. Drama. He's from Canada. Yeah. Angelina Jolie got put in several torture chambers for this one alone. Yep, I ran into Kevin Costner the other day. I seen him at that burger place, Monty's. By the way, they're serving Chiang there. That's why he goes down and gets his food. Whoa. He's training to be a high priest as well. He needs to go deal with Daniel Radcliffe too, playing with everyone's kids in Scotland and hella fucking delusional. He's such a plea blinder. He's so delusional. I know their whole language. He was so mad when I like really hit him up like that. It's like lip talk, like you're so like you're such a huff cluckler, you know? Oh, wow. White people don't phase me as well. I'm dismantling that too. So now, and now drama, they went into the labs and like, oh, well, I have a penis, but we can get you a womb. You will be a brother, sister, sister, brother. Playing with all this nonsense and bitch, take every public dollar out right now before you go to jail. Period. This is so delusional. That's another reason why Rochelle Walensky left the CDC. I'm building up that whole video because I'm telling you the explosion and the kickback and the blowback and the whoa wow is going to be so serious. People are going to be like, I heard about Queen as well. I'm gonna lie and say I wasn't involved too. So now, who? Oh, kiss me. She's cute though, Jessica Biel. She is. So this, ooh, wow. Yeah, whole apparatus and everything right there. That's what I'm saying. I'm so happy it didn't flash on LinkedIn because they would have loved to play with that. Wow. Whew. Oh. Whoa. Wow. Wow. That's this one is like, whoa. This may be Cyborgia Clunkla. I don't even know. It will be Cyborgia Clunkla, Borgia Martian again, Borgia. Just stop all of it. Just stop all of it. Just stop all of it. All of it is done. It's all over, son. This can be turned the fuck off. Where's my money at? Stop playing with me. I don't know whether to like laugh or just be like annoyed. I do kind of look funny, but I feel like I don't know. I was just an actress. I don't really like know. I didn't make that clone. I think that's kind of weird. And they do such disgusting and extreme things with those clones. They're so delusional. Yeah, they mate and reproduce, and now what? Talking about, oh, the first baby with 3 female DNAs. What the fuck are you talking about? It's just like a plant that can hold like that type of charge and it just picks up the intelligence in the testing. The double female is not really real. They just do it mentally. And then the female comes out malformed, and that's like Cyborgia Irklankla. And then there's Irklankla Cyborgia. And then there's Borgia Klankla Borgia again. Then there's Hanifi Borgia, Irklankla, Inca. Then there's Inca, which is like banished from like what you would consider southern parts of America. Inca Klankla, right? She's an Inca and Irklankla. Inca Irklankla Borgia, or Inca Borgia Irklankla again. She's a Fae. I'm Fae. She's a Fae. She has Fae DNA. There's no alien in her. Well, that's going to get activated on the planet as well. Get ready to open your eyes too. I went through it as well. I already knew who you were too. Thank you. So now let's keep on going. Right. Justin, you can't really read me, but you can. I don't know. I'm not that kind of person. I still like being around people of color, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know Oprah. So I don't know. Why? I don't know. It never made its way to me. I don't know. I'm telling you, I look great. I like that movie. He was hot. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I can't read them. There's nothing to read. They're minding their business. They're doing what people think they should be doing on the planet, mating, having fun, children and food and clothes, staying away from those hoes. I know about that as well. I don't fuck with them too. So now let's keep on going, right? So now you've seen Gry in its highest form playing in your Clinical Cyborgia laboratory. S. Scott and Genentech and whoever, and I don't give a fuck, and turn that shit the fuck off now. Wow. There's more of this as well. Bust down billions too. So they stole everyone's car. They all got caught because I saw all of this all around delay. So I have a spreadsheet of all everyone's um, Tesla, Mercedes, Audi that was stolen. I have a spreadsheet of it all across the United States. Only I do because they all made it to LA because they're on the run too. Don't know why the fuck they're here. It's expensive here as well. Yep, playing with the cartel, clipped and clapped out as well. Same thing, real estate, playing games with everyone's loan and lease. And we have the documents right here, but this is not what the bank has. You have to move, bring your people up there to your house. I own this house. I paid for this house, starting hella shit. Yep. Former Livingston Parish in Louisiana. Livingston Parish is right here. Livingston Parish is right here by Louisiana State Penitentiary, aka Angola. Yep, and there goes New Orleans and Katrina. He was doing the same shit as well, revoking everyone's deeds in the system, doing stupid, goofy, delusional shit. Got clapped out. He got murdered. Done for. Goodbye. Started hellish and whole organ trafficking ring, so vicious that they are bringing up like tech companies called OrganX. OrganX is the world's leading multi-organ health technology, NGO, established to exponentially accelerate advances in organ care, combining translational biomedical research with cutting-edge digital health technology, aka we have a private plane, we can move people's organs back and forth, or kids back and forth. So now you see why there's a war. And now you see why people have to end. Right, everyone's looking for this photo, so that's in. Because he swarping down, he doesn't know her, and yeah, Janet Jackson face. But they're so goofy, right? So then this man dies, Paul Wondries, right? Icon in the California car business, starting hella shit, causing hella drama, destroying everyone's cars, selling everyone's catalytic converters, switching engines on cars because they have warranty. So just put this engine in this car, it has warranty, fix it up so they don't feel it, and then they can just get it serviced by the dealership. Starting hella shit, dismantling the whole entire industry and like mispricing cars and a bunch of drama going on, a bunch of chaos and nonsense and a bunch of other shit going on, just drama and Gry and Hanifi Borgia and Inca Nifi, because it's never Hanifi, it's never Inca Hanifi. It's always Hanifi Inca or Inca Nifi, right? That's how they split up in DNA and make here and have sex there and play in everyone's hood here and infiltrate there and come from space and start hella shit here and your daughter's Lady London there and start hella drama in the hood and get people killed there and bringing shit to people's job over here and bitches like moving with 3 or 4 different names but can't keep their degree because they're wanted by the police. Just drama and chaos up and down and everywhere. Good, keep on playing. Right. So that's enough as well. I'm tired of talking about this too. I have to show to other people and that people are gonna like go to war with. Yep. The main father brothers are gonna be announced. Right. Okay. Mm. How many people oh, this is Cyborgian. He's a Cyborgian. Let me show you what the fuck they're talking about with this bullshit and what people are seeing in people's phones when they're getting them tapped. Since they want to like play. I think that he could be the one. He might, he might be. He might be. So now you see here, there's this and now this, and why do they look alike? Because we're father brothers. We mate each other. We made our children together. I have 2 females, 2 daughters. One of them I kidnapped from an Uzbekistani family to mix up their DNA. Maybe I can make her. One I picked up from a lab in Asia that was making what they call Martian air Klankla Martians or Marklanklas, aka like some weird mix that you think it's white and Asian, but they're really like off. But it's not to promote something, but people know who they are. Marburgians know they're mixed with indigenous and Fey. There's a lot of them that are just like indigenous, like Asian and Fey, or just indigenous Asian and Fey. But these ones are like different mixes to play with them too. And then start a bunch of bullshit in different forms and cases and get ass shots. Now everyone wants a black woman again because of this bullshit. Now you're gonna see them with lace fronts and a bunch of weaves and running their mouth. And I'm from Taiwan, like, oh, like what's your hood? And just running their mouth and starting too much shit and it just sits all over. That's Martian Borgia too, where the women are really the men. Tiffany's a Martian Borgia. And then there's Erklanka Martian, where the men are really the women. And they're just so fucking delusional. They have no idea what's up and down, and they're just delusional. And when I say that, it's like what they consider to be male and woman is so twisted and delusional. It just comes down. It's like fuckery and grind. You know who they are. You've seen them in your office. Stop asking me. Open your eyes as well. I can do it myself too. So here's this one right here, playing games, working in financial services. Everyone's kids in Pennsylvania is missing. Here, right here, we're living in Hawaii. Everyone's missing on the islands. Used to work for the state. Yeah, was working in at the state. because I can show you that he used to work for the state of California. And I know his daughter as well set up the whole California cannabis community, Amy Kinsel. And that's why these kids are going missing in Colorado like that. She went to jail. It lived in Orinda, yeah. A lot of different businesses as well. Gavin Newsom's going to get exposed to. So, anyways, yeah, they were all involved. They all got subpoenaed. That's why they moved. Now, Wells Fargo Securities, Bank of America Securities, Payne Weber Securities, the whole financial market and securities drama drained and destroyed and fucking off everyone else, and they have no money. That's what they're stealing from Black and brown people on our farms, right? And then this one too, playing it games as well. Penn State Small College Business Opportunity Finance Network. They clone each other and go into the same industries and start a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, banking, and they look exactly alike, and people think that they don't. Like, no, people think that, like, they don't know that we don't know that. They're like, wait, what? TD Securities, Wells Fargo, wow. Help me make the deal. Help me make the deal. So now that's done. And this is like father, brother, or is he the father or is he the brother? They just want people to know. Francis is actually the father, brother, because he put him in jail. He's now brother, father, sister, because he was meeting your clan. They dismantled him. That's how they do it. They're so delusional. Yeah, that caused hella chaos. I'm done with this bullshit. You guys make your decision as well. Like I said, make sure that my money's in my account. I'm not going to play with you at all. Just make sure that that process goes like smooth as possible, because everyone's watching this and they're going to start going to war in the streets, and it's going to be way too much violence, and you're really going to get hit. Thank you. Bye.